I look back on some of the most important decisions I've made in my life, and right at the top of the list was Trinity University.
A new mayor for the city of San Antonio tonight. Ron Nirenberg, now the mayor-elect for the Alamo City.
The fact that Trinity has trained up some of the leaders in business and civics across the community and now across the country and even the world. Even still, as we learn more about our city, as we kind of go into an era where we're rediscovering our past and transforming the future of San Antonio, the expertise and the knowledge and the wisdom of Trinity faculty as researchers that provide the data and the perspective on how we can go about transforming San Antonio is coming from Trinity. I think of people like Dr. Christine Drennan, who tells a very important story, a history of San Antonio. Trinity is also a beacon. It is a way that our city has been and will continue to be on the map in terms of the elite universities of the world. You know, I always think about the work that we do to build community. Our work is to ensure that those who come after us have an opportunity to continue to build and to continue to enjoy the city that we live in. So I think that, especially during this 150th anniversary of Trinity, appropriate to reflect on the gifts that Trinity has bestowed on each of our lives who are affiliated with the university, and what responsibility then we bear to ensure that future generations of Trinity students can also benefit from that. The responsibility that we have as alumni of this university, as faculty and staff of the university, is to ensure that that continues. That's the debt that we owe to Trinity for putting us in the positions that we are in now.
My name is Nia Clements. I began my cancer research when I was a freshman in high school, and it was as a result of my grandfather passing away from gastric cancer. And it developed into something that I really wasn't expecting at all. When President Obama invited me to the White House in 2016 to present my research, I was just like I didn't understand how important it was to me that I was doing it and the impact that it could potentially have on other people. Trinity has allowed me not just to develop my current passions, I would say what my passions were coming into Trinity, but also to develop new ones. I think that the moment where I really realized that Trinity was what I wanted was when I went to the Stewards venture competition. And when I was there, just kind of listening to the students and their ventures and what they've been able to get involved with and the support that they received doing those projects made me realize that if I have an idea, I can actually pursue it, and that's something that's extremely important to me. I knew that I wanted to pursue research. I love research. I felt so incomplete without it. And it was just kind of astonishing to me that I found a lab to work in my first semester of college. Being able to be here, being funded to be here is incredibly important because it's made me be able to pursue my passions, which ultimately may help other people, may help people who may not have a second chance at life, which is exactly what my research is. My gastric cancer research is finding an alternative for people who really don't have any hope. Willingness to invest in Trinity, it is an emotional investment. You're giving someone the hope that they can do what they want to do. You're giving them the drive that they can pursue whatever they want to pursue, and that's extremely valuable and special because anyone has the potential to do whatever they put their minds to, but they need that push. And so by being able to do my research here and to receive the support that I've received, I've been able to pursue that further and help those people who may not have a second chance at life.
My name is Shelvin. I'm an engineering science degree major with a mechanical engineering focus and a mathematics minor. I play football here as the starting nose guard. So I guess everything for me changed when my father passed away. When he passed away, he was the breadwinner in the house. So, getting the first eviction notice, that hurt a lot. So seeing my mom miss bills and payments, I went down the street and got a job at a local barbecue joint, and I would give my mom $100 a week. And also going to high school at the time, playing violin, football practice, and achieving good grades in school. Coach Urban, my head coach, came down to my high school at the time, Morton Ranch High School, and recruited me for football. So on the FAFSA, you kind of fill out what your family contribution. It's a flat $0, no contributions from my family coming in. So for me, it's like, okay, what am I gonna do? Gotta work. Trying to make sure that I can get this degree by any means. Getting a Pell Grant and the SEOG grant and the Trinity grant. I cried several times and still can't really believe that. Just knowing that I can start my life off and do the right things and truly make my dad proud as he watches me from above. I think it was like some workout we were doing. We all met in a meeting room, and at first Mike Owens came down. I thought he was just going to give like a quick lecture or a speech about how the interns are and about how good of a company Dell is and trying to recruit a little more. And then he calls me up to the front.
Star, you're a team player. You're a relationship builder. You're an example of grit and determination. You're an example of humility, selflessness, integrity, and honesty. And you did a great job this summer. And I know your dad would be proud, and I know your family's proud. Because the final thing that you are, you're hired.
I cried as much as I ever think I cried in front of a group full of men. That was the best day of my life because I know that now, there are no limitations. I can, go and achieve great things, and that just because I'm a low-income student or just because I might be doubting myself one day doesn't mean that I have to doubt my potential. Giving back to Trinity is super important, not only because you're invested into your school that helped you get to where you are. Now you can see your donations and your efforts pay off through other students that are also striving to do great things. Seeing them build their lives up, seeing them go from, being young and seeing them come out of here with a 4-year degree and they're a totally different person. My future, or at least what I think it would be, is to just help others. So all the people that have poured into me and have truly shown selflessness to me, that would be my goal to others as I transition into the real world. So what I would think my dad would think of me would just be proud, that all his hard work and all his, dead-end jobs and working his way up and doing what he had to do to put clothes on my back and food in my mouth. Your hard work paid off, and here I am today, your son, going on to achieve things in the world. I think he'd be pretty happy, to say the least.